the truth for the Egyptian people.
For sure.
Yes.
But what is the mechanism, the institution to make sure that this is happening? It's not going to be him. He said, I don't know what we want, but now how to do it. Exactly. Yes. How to do it? He said the Constitution is making a clear reference to a national council for media, for journalism, and so on. You guys in media work on it. You see, do some kind of self-check in yourselves to make sure that you are on the right path. So when he was asked, okay, if it doesn't happen, if we fail, he said, then it's up on you.
It's his problem.
It's my issue.
Okay, can I ask a question, and I have to seize this opportunity, Dr. Motaz, that you are with us today on our show, to ask you, where does the leadership or the Egyptian leadership stand from the Egyptian state TV? Because we need very big development and very much development that's not happening, and we haven't seen any improvement since President Abdel Fattah took over as the president of Egypt. It's in his consideration to go forward with the state TV, or he doesn't?
It's a close case. No, I don't think that I can speak for him. But what I know for sure is that on 3 or 4 occasions in front of my eyes, nobody told me that. I witnessed it. I saw him making the point that we need to work on national TV.
So he's working on it. It's into his he's taking it into consideration.
It's the backbone. It's one of the pillars of Egyptian national security. Who is saying what to the Egyptian people? So if it's up only to those people who are, first we have great respect for our colleagues in the private sector or private media, but at the same time we should have strong, credible is a key word here, state media.
So again, you're optimistic in 2015, state TV is going to develop and improve and be better.
Inshallah.
Dr. Motaz, as an Egyptian citizen, what do you think the normal Egyptian citizen wants in the year of 2015? What are the needs of the Egyptians in the coming year?
I would put it, but it's not going to be 1 year, it's going to take a lot. Usually, you see, when you look at a hardware, a computer, you have the hardware, you have the operating system, and then you have the applications, right? It would be new news if you don't have the hardware, because this means if you have the application, something
it's a system.
It's a system, right? So you need the hardware, you need the state. Number one, to know that there is a state. You see, Egypt is not like Somalia, with all due respect to our Somalis friends. Once Siad Barre left Somalia in 1992, everybody ran to their tribe. You see, saying, my tribe first, and then the state comes second. We in Egypt, once Mubarak was out of office, everybody lived like, where is the state? We did not go back to tribes or families. We wanted the state back in our lives. You see, moms want to send kids to schools. We started to say, where is the Ministry of Justice? Where is the Ministry of Education? This is Egyptian civilization. The country that created the concept of God, the concept of justice, the concept of state. So definitely we need the state. Number two, we need the operating system. We need democracy. You see, you need to see democracy flourishing. Even if right now people have a high level of self-censorship, this shouldn't be the case. We need to speak up and to be vocal. And we see something wrong, we have to, out of patriotism, not out of anti-patriotism. Number three, you need applications. That is, you need freedoms and rights. You need people to move from talking about their rights to actually seeing, touching their rights. This is not going to take 1 year, definitely. But this can be done at least within 4 or 5 years, and we are looking for.
Yes, but don't you think that some of the Egyptian citizens have misinterpreted the values of the human rights, the values of freedom after the 2011 revolution?
Because of ignorance.
We have a great figure in the history of political thought. His name is Aristotle. This is like 2,500 years back then. He said, any virtue is in the middle between two vices. To be generous is in the middle between being stingy or being reckless. The same thing. Freedom is in the middle between two vices. Chaos or authoritarianism, or you need freedom. If you think of January 25th revolution, it was against authoritarianism. If you think of June 30th revolution, it was against chaos. You are moving toward freedom that is reasonable, responsible, disciplined freedom. You see, yes, we need freedom, but what kind of freedom is this? Anywhere in the world that is accepted by any democracy, anybody for any reason just get down into October 6th bridge and stop it day and night and say, you know what, I want my rights. Or somebody. That's why you had this. You see, people who revolted against Mubarak did not want absolutism. But unfortunately, it turned out to be case. Now we are changing it back, or actually we are restoring it back to with balanced freedom. So that's why it's a ratio between two vices. You know, Tawfiq Hakim wrote two plays. One of them was عودة الروح, you see the return of the soul. And later on, he wrote one عودة الوعي, the consciousness, the return of the consciousness. I think January 25th revolution is عودة الروح. That's the Egyptian people are saying we are here. You see, don't ignore us, don't take us for granted. But later on, they had the January 30th revolution, June 30th revolution to say, don't take us for granted the other way around, but we are irrelevant. You see, we want freedom, we want it to be within reasonable, we want it to be legal freedom, not freedom against law.
Yes.
Dr. Motaz Abdel Fattah, how do you see the role of Nile TV International in state TV, and how can it contribute to Egyptians and Egypt?
Honestly, I see
as we understand, we have English and French.
I don't know why we are not putting enough resources into this kind of channel. That's not because you are here, but for sure, like, what kind of message you are sending to the world that everywhere I go after June 30th, that people are talking about coup d'etats, and that what kind of coup d'etat? You see, this is a revolution. You see, then it's two coup d'etats. Yeah, it's the military. Okay, the military has always been in the history of Egyptian politics. You see, since Arabia was an officer, by the way. You see, the only revolution that I know of that was not somehow supported by the army, Egyptian army, was 1919 revolution, because there was no army, you see. But all other revolutions, but who say that? It's me saying it where? Al Jazeera International, BBC, CNN, where going to
we always said that we needed help and we needed development, Dr. Motaz.
As an TV, I think you are supposed to be the arm of the
image of Egypt.
Sure. I would say the arm of Egypt to create its image. It should be supported, should be definitely helped, enabled to outreach to non-Egyptians, to foreign speakers and foreign language speakers, because eventually if we don't speak about ourselves, somebody's going to speak about us, and definitely, well, then we're going to see all these nasty things.
Yes, and this is a very important point, because my next question was about the Muslim Brotherhood or the Brotherhood organization, and of course using the media well for the purpose in Qatar, in Turkey, and of course in other channels such as Jazeera, satellite channel. So do you think that we misused the media institutions here in Egypt in the past few years or not?
No, we did not misuse, we did not use. We have not used
We don't have resources to use it, we don't have financial resources to use it.
And this means that somebody is not doing his job, you see, to be honest with you.
No, we have calibers and we have people.
Not as a child. Somebody is planning where the Egyptian state is heading is not doing the job. We don't see the importance of Nile TV and it's alike for the national security, for Egyptian. Why would I visit Egypt if all I hear about Egypt coming from Al Jazeera International, to be honest with you?
It's closed.
I'm sorry?
It's closed.
I mean, also Al Jazeera International.
Yes, one of the good things that 2014 brought to us is that the end Al Jazeera is closed. And Dr. Abdel Fattah, Dr. Motaz, could you please, at the end of this very wonderful interview, that could you tell us something of the new year, and how do you think things are going to go next year, and what do you
say? I'm optimistic, but usually we make clear difference between naive optimism and real optimism. Naive optimism is because of lack of information. So inshallah I'll be that one of those who have enough information to say that things are going to improve. I think that Egyptians are in a position to decide the future if they make the right choices at the personal level, switching off the lights when they don't use them, parking cars in the right places, speaking well about each other and in front of each other. to increase what we call the national equation of power in the country, which in a way that how we treat each other. We are off to a new beginning, a new start, and I'm very optimistic that when they see before their eyes tangible progress, they are going to act accordingly, and I'm optimistic, inshallah.
Yes, Dr. Motaz Abdel Fattah, the famous political and media figure, thank you very much for being with us today on Nile TV, and we wish you a very happy new year, hopefully.
Dr. Motaz, it was a pleasure to have you with us on our show. It's a pleasure, and happy new year, and we wish you a wonderful 2015.
Thank you very much. Thank
you very much.
Happy new year to everyone.
Thank you very much, Dr.